incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Down, 50, plant. 56. Here we go. Joker. Go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mike 51. Hey. Good track. Go, Mike 51. Hey, Foxtrot. Hit it.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56.
Throwing, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate there to make the grab. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 12. And a 49er 1st down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. I'm coming.
This is Mostert. He'll have another 1st down and more. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Mostert. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Hey, Haywood. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Let's go one more. 51.
Now.
51. Here we go.
Get it.
They're going to try and throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to flurry up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one step.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Hey, orbit.
To throw from his end zone, Jones under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Mostert. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
To throw again, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Jones, off the play fake. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. There's Garoppolo to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 13. Check 13.
12, 12.
52.
Blue draw quarters.
Show it up. Show it up. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crap.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Echo. Hurry, hurry.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 40-yard line.
Here's Jones. Off play action. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Richard Sherman there to knock that one away. We've seen that a few times in his career.
And he played a very tough route really well there. Dig route. Oftentimes you get the impression receivers going deep and trying to get your hips turned and you taking off and running. Instead, he stays square, stays with him, and comes back and makes a play on the ball. One of the best things about him, takes very few false steps.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
51's the mic.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A first down carry for Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Bravo!
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, ready! 56! Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Jones now on 1st and 10. That's complete to Slayton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Jones from the downhill throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
11.
Hey, alert three.
General West.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 71 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Get the ball.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
21.
57. They can't hang with us. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Golden, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And some room to maneuver. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Let's go now. 30 base. Hey! Pick it up.
51.
Big grip.
On 1st and 10, Jones looking for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll run with Barkley. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, Delta. Look at me. Zipper.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Hey, Foxtrot.
51.
Gone.
51.
Ready?
On 4th down, Jones. And that is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 84 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd and 7, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
X3, 218, chopper.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Hey, orbit.
On 1st down, Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
51, Mike 51. I'm coming. Mike 51.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Hey.
Mike 51. Man, that's trash.
Hey, echo.
I'm coming, baby. Woo! Right here, guys. Mike 51. Time to go, night.
Speed grip.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Quan Alexander. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up.
Here we go.
Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Back to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.